Why is Kinokuni's OST so good? I'm getting goosebumps. How is it this good? Oh. We're making an inspired version of the soba dish that Soma made. Let's get into the video. So we're going to prep all of our ingredients beforehand just so it makes the cooking process a lot easier. Start off with our duck, in which we'll cut into slices and season with salt and pepper and let that sit whilst we're preparing the other ingredients. Then onto the vegetables, slice up some spring onions, some mushrooms, some carrots, and I also grated some radish, which I'm going to use as a garnish. Again, pretty much up to you what vegetables you want to use. This is just what I went with. Then for the sauce, we're going to start off by making some kaishi, which is like a really nice salty sweet sauce. It's a 10:3:3 ratio of soy sauce to mirin to sugar. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of added a bit too much sugar by mistake, but when I tasted it, I was kind of happy with the flavor, so I just thought I would stick with it. Anyway, add this to a pot and bring it up to a heat just until the sugar dissolves. And once the sugar has dissolved, you can take it off the heat. Make sure during this process, it does not boil. And then we dilute this with dashi stock and making sure you're tasting as you're doing this until you land on a flavor that's just perfect for your own taste buds. Then for the seasoning spices, we'll combine garlic powder, salt, MSG, and chili powder. And again, this is really optional, you don't have to do this. Then for our soba noodles, add some soba to a boiling pot of water and cook for 4 minutes, making sure to stir frequently to make sure it doesn't overboil. If it does start looking like it's going to overboil, just take it off the heat, give it a quick stir, let it come down, and then put it back on the heat and maybe lower the heat. Drain and rinse with cold water to prevent the noodles from cooking any further, and also don't worry about them being cold because they'll reheat when we add everything back into the wok later on. And that's pretty much it. We have everything in place, now time for the cooking. Into a heated wok or pan, drizzle in some oil and give it a swirl. Then add your duck and fry this for a bit, and the aim here is to allow the fat to render out. And this is going to add to the flavor and richness of the dish, and the fat is also going to help carry the flavor throughout the dish. I cooked my duck right up until I saw some browning, and then I added in my vegetables with some of that seasoning spice and sauteed that all together. There's not really a time here, it's just up until everything feels like it's been cooked. And then add your soba noodles and sauce and give everything a good mix and toss together. Again, taste as you're doing this just to see if it needs a little extra something. In my case, I added in some extra sauce. Plate and garnish as desired. I went with daikon radish and some sesame seeds. And then as you're eating it, you can add some of the seasoning spices to see how the flavor affects the dish. And you're pretty much done. It's a pretty simple recipe and the payoff in flavor is absolutely crazy. And it's also a very versatile dish. You can change the sauce, the protein, the veg, the seasonings, you get the point. You can do whatever you want to suit your own taste buds. And well, that's pretty much it. If you have watched up to this far, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, shit. Oh, it's too good. It's too good. Oh, it's actually phenomenal. It's actually phenomenal. It's disgusting. It's actually disgusting.